And all glory to our revered speaker for today, His Holiness KAVICANDRA SWAMI Maharaj. Of course, he needs no introduction. Maharaj is our guru, especially in our zone, and he is the fountainhead of this online program. So, due to Maharaj's busy schedule, we are able to have his association at least once in a month on this particular Srimad Bhagavatam discourse. And today being a very special day also, Nishimha Chaturdasi, Maharaj is here to share his blessings and wisdom and love with us. So Maharaj, thank you for being here. So we may put the verse on the screen and then you take it over from here, Maharaj. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Okay, word for word. Yugani.
Yugani.
Oh, you want 28? Oh, okay. I read
Oh, sorry, Maharaj, I have to go to 27 first.
What
Yes.
verse are we actually on?
27 and 28.
I'm reading an old one. Okay. I'm on a really old one. Okay, I'm looking at Kusa. All right, verse 28. But chapter 8, right?
No, Maharaj, it's 2:10:27.
2:10. Wow, my God. I really got off.
Yeah, 2:10:27 and then 28. Because 27 has like one line purport.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
Bhagavatam is the answer to all questions.
Yes.
Quite a heavy statement, huh?
Yes.
Sounds like bragging, advertising. But the problem is it's true.
Mm.
But people can't understand. Okay, this one's no purport, is that right?
There is, but it's just one line, I believe. It's just one sentence.
I'll just read the verse and we chant the next one.
Okay, thank you, Maharaj.
Utsis Greek shore Danu Malam Nirabid Yata Boygudam Tatapayas Tatomitra Visarga Ubayashrayaha. Thereafter, when he desired to evacuate the refuse of eatables, the evacuating hole, the anus, and the sensory organ thereby developed along with the controlling deity Mitra. The sensory organ and the evacuating substance are both under the shelter of the controlling deity. Purport. Even in the matter of evacuating stool, the refuse is controlled. So how can the living entity claim to be independent? That is a far out one. I always thought I must be a great offender to the demigod Mitra because those organs don't work very good within my body. But the point is everything is controlled. We think we're the controllers, but many people absolutely lose control of their evacuating organs. They have no idea, it just comes out like a baby, you know. And some people, they can't evacuate. All because something we do and the demigod knows. Okay, text number 28. Asisprisa Anybody want to repeat it?
Ashiprisha
Pura
Pura
Purya
Puriya
Nabidwaram
Nabidwaram
Apanata
Apanata
Tatrapanas
Tatrapanas
Tato
Tato
Mrityu.
Mrityu
Pritaktvam
Pritaktvam
Ubayashrayam
Ubayashrayam
Asispripsha Purapurya
Ashisprishaha Pura Purya
Navidwaram Apanata
Nabidwaram Apanata
Tatrapanas Tito Mrityu
Tatrapanastato Mrityu
Pritaktvam Ubayashrayam.
Pritaktvam Ubayashrayam.
Okay, someone?
Ashiprisho Pura Purya
Asispripsha Purapurya
Nabidwaram Apanata
Navidwaram Apanata
Tatrapanastato Mrityu
Tatrapanas mritu.
Pritaktvam Ubayashrayam.
Pritaktvam
Pritaktvam
ubayasrayam.
Ubayashrayam.
Asis piso punapurya.
Ashiprisho Pura Purya
Nabidwaram apanata.
Nabidwaram Apanata
Navidwaram Apanata
Tatrapanas mritu.
Tatrapanas Tito
Tatrapanastato
Mrityu
Mrityu
Pritaktvam ubayasrayam.
Pritaktvam
Pritaktvam Ubayashrayam
Ubayashrayam.
Nabidwaram Apanata
Tatrapanas mritu.
Tatrapanas Tito Mrityu
Mrityu
Pritaktvam ubayasrayam.
Pritaktvam Ubayashrayam.
Tatrapanas mritu.
Tatrapanas Tito Mrityu
Pritaktvam ubayasrayam.
Pritaktvam Ubayashrayam.
Tatrapanas mritu.
Tatrapanas Tito Mrityu
Pritaktvam ubayasrayam.
Pritaktvam Ubayashrayam. Tatrapanas Tito Pritaktvam Ubayashrayam. Pritaktvam Ubayashrayam. Okay, word for word. Asispripso,
Ashisprishaho
desiring to go everywhere.
desiring to go everywhere.
Pura,
Pura
in different bodies.
in different
Okay.
bodies.
Asispripso, Pura,
Ashisprishaho
desiring to go everywhere.
desiring to go everywhere.
Pura,
Pura
we're getting echo.
in different bodies.
Asispripso, Pura,
Ashisprishaho
desiring to go everywhere.
desiring to go everywhere.
Pura, think it's cool now. It's echoing like anything. I think that I had it live or something. Navidwaram,
Nabidwaram,
the navel or abdominal hole.
the navel or abdominal hole.
Apanata
Apanata
was manifested.
was manifested.
Tatra,
Tatra,
thereupon.
thereupon.
Apana,
Apana,
stopping of the vital force.
stopping of the vital force.
Tata,
Tata,
thereafter.
thereafter.
Mritu,
Mrityu,
death.
death.
Ritaktvam,
Pritaktvam,
separately.
separately.
Ubaya,
Ubaya,
both.
both.
Ashrayam,
Ashrayam,
shelter.
shelter.
Thereafter, when he desired to move from one body to another, the navel and the air of departure and death were combinedly created. The navel is the shelter for both, namely death and the separating force. Okay, that's interesting. Purport. The prana vayu continues the life and the apana vayu stops the living force. Both the vibrations are generated from the abdominal hole, the navel. The navel is the point, the joint from one body to the other. Lord Brahma was born of the abdominal hole of Garbhodakashayi Vishnu as a separate body. And the same principle is followed even in the birth of an ordinary baby. The body of the child develops from the body of the mother. And when the child is separated from the body of the mother, it is separated by cutting the navel joint. And that is the way the Supreme Lord manifested himself as separated many. The living entities are therefore separated parts, and thus they have no independence. Okay? So, Om Jnana Timirandasya Gananjana Shalakaya Chaksu Unmilitanyena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swa Padantikam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desan Charine. Vansha Kalpa Cherubiascha Vanchakalpa Cherubiascha Kripasindhu Vyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaha. Okay, so this is scientific and beyond, but I can understand these examples. The navel is very important. So many nerve endings are there, and natural doctors, they'll massage the navel area, and you put different oils on the navel to treat different diseases. Because it's like practically all the nerves in the body connect there. Because you're connected to your mother in the womb, and all your nourishment comes through that for the whole time we're in the womb. And I've heard that actual Ayurveda, after the baby is actually born, you're supposed to leave that for some time, a couple of days even. Now they just immediately cut it, which is traumatic, and then they have to slap the baby and make them start breathing, but this is Kali Yuga. And from Krishna's navel, which is transcendental, grew the lotus flower, and on top of the lotus flower is Lord Brahma, completely separate from Krishna. But growing out from Krishna, somehow he's produced from the lotus flower, just like any normal lotus flower will produce seeds. When a lotus flower goes out from Vishnu, can produce Brahmas. So that enables us, when we leave this body also, something there's a connection. Like dreaming, we leave the body, but excuse me, I'm busy now for like 45 minutes. I just started the class. If I can call you back, or if it's too late, tell me. Okay.
Yeah, 45 minutes, no problem.
Okay. So anyway, Brahma is born, and somehow the baby, we see from the child is, now we have all these movies of the child in the womb. It's also described exactly in the Bhagavatam, but that's how it's connected. So that's why the mother is meant to be very careful how she eats. If the mother is intoxicated, the child becomes intoxicated. If the mother eats burning hot chilies, the child gets burnt, So they have in America now many cases of drug addicted babies. And then for those babies, it's very, very hard to ever straighten them out. And they have quite many like that because they're connected to the mother, and the mother's a drug addict. So whatever, the mother's not really getting any other nourishment. So the baby is physically and mentally really messed up. So, and traditionally the mother in Indian culture would go to her father's house during the pregnancy, and she won't have any duties to do, any household duties or anything, and just be able to peacefully chant and read and hear the Bhagavatam. And the child is hearing all those things too, just like Prahlad, since it's Nachinga Chaturdasi. The Bhagavatam is telling us that from the 7th month in the womb, the child is fully conscious. They're conscious all the time, but fully conscious, so they remember things. So when a mother is pregnant, they should be very carefully protected from any kind of disturbance. Been studied, like there's some children, they hate their father or they hate their mother from very beginning. And then it's found out that the mother tried to abort like in America, before abortion was legal. Sometimes women would try to abort themselves and stick a wire or something, and it wouldn't work. Or the father would try to abort get mad and beat the mother trying to beat up the baby. So the child never can have a good relation with the mother or the father. They don't have conscious remembering, but it's there. But in the case of Prahlad, mother was pregnant. Hiranyakashipu left for his tapasya to try to become a more powerful demon. And so the demigods took advantage and they attacked the demons. I think they were living in the heavenly planets anyway. And they kidnapped the wife of Hiranyakashipu, Kayadru, and she was pregnant. So they were arresting her. Now, normally the demigods don't do that. Demons do things like that. They kidnap all the women, but the demigods don't do that. But in this case, they were arresting this woman. And our good Narada Muni came and he asked, "What are you doing, Indra?" And Indra said, "You know, this woman is pregnant. She's the wife of Hiranyakashipu. So there's an even bigger demon in the womb. So we're going to keep her until she delivers, and then we'll kill the child." So I don't know exactly. I just thinking, even they had some culture, they wouldn't kill a woman. You'd think, well, why not just kill the mother? The baby automatically be killed. But they had enough culture not to want to kill the woman. But still they would, and they didn't have abortion, or they didn't want to do it, or I don't know exactly, but they thought it was okay to kill the baby because they were convinced it would be a demon. But you can't know that the baby's a demon right away. You have to see what happens when it grows up. Anyway, Narada Muni corrected them, and he said, "This is not a demon, it's a great devotee in the womb, and I'll take her to my ashram." So someone might criticize Narada Muni. Why is he's not a sannyasi?
Hare Krishna, it seems Maharaj's video froze a little bit, so we'll give him some time to correct it and then come back. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Okay, Maharaj, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Thank you.
I'm back. Show you. So just go back. So that Prahlad in the womb, who Narada has already said was already a great devotee, he heard all this, but he remembered. The mother didn't remember. Last year I was in Germany at Singhachalam, and so it's a huge Nishinga festival for many days. And somebody asked why the woman couldn't remember, because nowadays many women hear the lecture and remember much better than the men. They have more peaceful mind, not so much challenging whatever we're saying. But this woman was not a devotee in the first place. And second place, her mind must have been like really disturbed. She's captured by the demigods, her husband's gone, the demons have been driven out of their homes, the demigods are in power again. She's pregnant and she doesn't know what's going to happen. she already heard, Indra saying he's going to kill the baby. So, she couldn't concentrate so much on all this Bhagavatam philosophy. But Prahlad remembered everything. So he was a devotee even before he was born. And then he was completely dedicated to his guru. He has, I was just reading it. He said, Lord Sringadev, you sent me here to teach, to show how a devotee acts, We have others like that, say like, I've been thinking a lot about Gopal Krishna Maharaj lately. And he was such an exceptional devotee. I was thinking Krishna sends devotees like that, because he's picking so many of us up out of the gutter. But he sends devotees who are so exalted, so well behaved, and exhibiting all the good qualities of a devotee, just to show us, what we can be if we really surrender, if we really depend on Krishna, if we really have faith in the Guru. There's no limit. We're limiting ourselves. Even mundane people know that. There's so many people claiming, you just take my formula and you'll be freed from all the blockages and all your this and that in your body or your mind. But it's true. We limit ourselves because we're not identifying that I'm a pure spirit soul. We don't even know what the soul is fully. So we're limiting ourselves according to our bodies. And the more we can get out of that, the more we can think, I'm a spirit soul. And if I really surrender to Krishna, if I really want to serve him, and I depend on him fully, then even this body can be used for wonderful spiritual things. Otherwise, we can go on thinking I'll solve this by my intelligence. I'll do this, by my speaking ability, by my money, by my beauty, by my ability to play the harmonium or something. If we're thinking like that, we can get somewhere, but we'll be very limited. But if we think I have to depend on Krishna, I'm helpless, but I'm a pure spirit soul and Krishna can do anything. And we can meditate on what Prahlad did. Sometimes we think there's danger, there's people against us, sometimes the government's against us. There's the Christians in Nigeria, at least they used to be, and they outnumber us by huge numbers. But if we have faith, Krishna is the Supreme Lord, no one can hurt us. The only way we can be smashed is from inside. We quarrel amongst ourselves. So Prahlad is showing us. And he told Sringadev, I can't give up my guru. And Sringadev was offering him, after Hiranyakashipu was killed, nothing could hurt Prahlad. He was put in, first thing was fire. And Hiranyakashipu's sister was named Holy. And she had a benediction that she couldn't be burnt by fire. So Hiranyakashipu had her holding Prahlad in her lap, oh, my nephew. And then he built a big fire around him. But the fire burned her up, but it didn't burn Prahlad. And she started burning up and screaming, and Hiranyakashipu, she said, this boy's too powerful. So she burned up. When they tried to put him in boiling oil, nothing happened. Threw him off a cliff. The rocks at the bottom of the cliff became nice cushions. They put him in a pit of poisonous snakes, but they didn't bite him. They put him with man-eating rakshasas with spears and knives, but somehow they couldn't touch him. They had a wild elephant, put him in front of the elephant and tried to get the elephant to run over him. The elephant paid obeisances and picked him up and gave him a ride. He made his own mother Hiranyakashipu made Prahlad's mother put poison in the food. Prabhupada offered Prahlad offered, he didn't know it was poison, but he offered to Krishna and he ate it, nothing happened. Don't try that, but too many devotees eat poisonous food anyway, junk food. Especially in America, the junk food there is super poison. In other countries, it's not quite as bad. It's not, it's karma poison, but even just ordinary poison in America, it's especially bad. But nothing worked. I can't remember the other things. So finally, Hiranyakashipu was so angry, he was saying, where do you get your power? And Prahlad said, the same place you get your power, oh best of the demons, from Vishnu. And then Hiranyakashipu just, he lost it. Vishnu is his greatest enemy. All he could think of was killing Vishnu. He thought Vishnu was afraid of him and was hiding. He was hiding in the heart of Hiranyakashipu. They said, Hiranyakashipu can look everywhere, but he'll never look in his own heart. We have to look into our own heart and see that there's dirt there, and then pray like Prahlad, Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya, Namaste Tejase, Avir Baba, the source of all energy, the most powerful energy, and has fingernails and teeth like thunderbolts. Please remove Karmasaya and Randaya. Please remove all these material desires from my heart, because these material desires are just like demons. And that's causing us all the trouble. Material desires are really terrible things. But modern education, everything is cultivating the material desires. So in this chapter where Nrsimha is offering benedictions to Prahlad, it said exchanges of devotional service for fleshly desires are always very prominent. You go to the church and pray, Dhanam Dehi, Rupam Dehi, Janam Dehi. That's the mantras that they use for demigod worship. Give me wealth, give me beauty, give me followers, give me fame, give me. So it says, as soon as Lusty wake up, one's senses, mind, life, soul, religious principles, patience, intelligence, shyness, beauty, strength, memory, and truthfulness are all vanquished. One can render unalloyed devotional service only when there are no material desires in one's mind. My Lord, because of lusty desires from the very beginning of one's birth, this is Prahlad's prayer, that's his prayer. The mind, the senses, the life, the body, religion, patience, intelligence, shyness, opulence, strength, memory, everything is gone. Those are symptoms of Kali Yuga mentioned in the 12th canto. So Hiranyakashipu lost it. He said, where is your God? I'm God. How can you, Vishnu is God? He's afraid of me, he's hiding. No one can find him. And Prahlad said, he's everywhere, Father. Itona Shinga, Padatona Shinga. He's over here, he's over there. Prahlad was looking around and he could see Lord Nrsimhadev everywhere. And Hiranyakashipu said, is he in this pillar? And he said, yes, Father. He could see Nrsimhadev like behind the pillar, inside or something. So Hiranyakashipu took his sword. Hiranyakashipu was so powerful. he smashed the pillar and the Sringadev came out. And he was huge and ferocious, and Hiranyakashipu got really scared. He tried to fight, but then he was saying, "Ito na shinga, parato na shinga, yato yato." He's over here, he's over there. Because every time he tried to attack Lord Nrsingadev, he'd just disappear. And then he'd be on the other side behind him. Ha 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 ha, I'm over here. No, I'm over here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. And Hiranyakashipu, finally, Nrsingadev just killed him. And Hiranyakashipu had all these, he thought he was protected, couldn't be killed on land or water, couldn't be killed in the air, couldn't be killed at night, couldn't be killed in the daytime, couldn't be killed by a man or a woman or an animal or a weapon or a demigod. And he thought he had it covered. But Lord Nrsingadev grabbed him and he sat at the doorway, which it wasn't in the house or out of the house. It was just dusk. So it wasn't day, it wasn't night, it was in between. There was no weapon. It wasn't a man, it wasn't a demigod, it wasn't anything created by a demigod. And even though Hiranyakashipu's body was so hard, nothing could penetrate. Any weapon, the demigod, nothing could touch him. But Lord Nrsingadev, just with his nails, he ripped him in pieces. Special mercy, you know. You have lions in Africa, so you've seen lion claws, right? They're like as big as my finger, maybe bigger when there's, and the teeth, the normal teeth are long and sharp, but the really long teeth are like a couple inches, 3-4 inches long. But Nrsingadev just ripped Hiranyakashipu in half, tore out his intestines, and blood was everywhere, and he put it around his neck. It became a beautiful garland, red garland, and his hair got spattered with blood. And Hiranyakashipu was dead, threw him on the ground. Then all Hiranyakashipu's soldiers attacked him. And he had then many, many arms, and he was just killing them like anything. So that's what happens, you know. You try to kill Krishna, you're not going to get very far. Now I just wanted to tell a little story of my day today. I'm in Bali, so I try to take care of my health a little bit. So I walk on the beach early in the morning, and you give me the screen share. All right.
Yes, Maharaj.
You got to enable screen share for me. No, it's not enabled.
You are, yes.
Okay, now it is. All right. So on this beach, there's one club which advertises the best beach club in the world. Now, I don't know how you judge. It has the most restaurants or something, but the owner is from Australia. I don't know too much about him, but he was a famous football player or something. And so he, outside on the corner facing the beach, there's this Nrsingadev deity. And it's quite big, 8 arms, weapons, and it's exactly, ISKCON style. I always wanted to try to contact the guy and find out like what the story is. Gradually, a lot of bushes grew up and you couldn't really see Lord Nishingadev clearly. And every time I passed there, I was thinking, maybe I should cut down those bushes, or I should try to find the guy. And every time I passed it, even about a week ago, there were more bushes and more bushes. So today, which of course is Nishingadev's appearance day, I looked and everything was cut down and all the bushes are cleared away. So you can see the whole Murti very clearly, even the legs, and from quite far away because he's bigger than, he's big size. And now let's see. I don't know why the screen share is not working. There we go. You see him now?
No, right. I think probably
it's not coming up like it's.
Yeah, if you click on it and then you click the share, then you may have to highlight it before you share.
Well, I'm doing what I always do, but it's not working this time. It's coming up with a whole bunch of stuff I don't know. Oh, there it goes. Now it came up.
Okay, yes.
See him?
Yes, Maharaj.
So not only did they clear away before all these flowers, they were up to his neck, so you could hardly see him. But now completely cleared, and they even put a dress on him. See this yellow dress?
Yeah.
So he's facing the beach, but hundreds of surfers, and then later on, all kinds of people are walking up and down the beach. But I thought it's quite interesting. See, he's got 8 arms, or maybe, yeah. He's even got japa beads here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, it's this is. I just thought it was interesting that on the Sringa Chaturdasi, some or other, the whole darshan is cleared up so everybody can see him. So that's the one. This is the club. That's just one small corner of this club. It's a huge place, like a couple acres. But this is the stairway going down to the beach, and there's Lord Nishingadev. You can even see his yellow dress there. This is from a little bit far away, but you can see him from quite far away. I don't think anybody knows, the sign doesn't say who he is. It just says, be careful, there's a heavy current there. So anyway, Lord Nishingadev, he's inside and he's out. He's over here and he's over there. He's everywhere. And we're going to be seeing him more and more as more and more people, more and more temples now have Nishingadev deities. Big ones. They have one in Delhi installed last year. Big Lakshmi Nishinga. Then our temple in Germany, of course, has only Lord Nishingadev, the Lord Nishinga. And he's so popular. And Nishingadev is full the avatar. Ramachandra, Krishna, and Nishingadev are considered full. So we worship, but we should be praying for protection, that we don't get distracted by Maya, that we can keep our vows, we can be loyal to our guru like Prahlad. You can have full faith, trust in the Lord, and remove all the material desires. Randaya, Randaya, Karmastayan, Bhuyishtamom, and then Abhayam, Abhayam, fearless. Abhayam, Abhayam, Bhuyishtamom, Shrom, fearless in the struggle for existence is how it's translated. All right, so I babbled on enough. I hope that there might be something, at least I quoted a few verses, so that has value. And if we can just pray to Prahlad, pray like Prahlad, and pray to Prahlad, he can engage us in the service of Lord Nrsingadev. We can be fearless to preach, not worry about anything, whether somebody likes it or not, we just preach. The same pictures twice for some reason. It's a huge place. The best beach club. Beach club just means a place to sit around and drink beer and look at the waves or the surfers or something. And then right next to it, just last year they built this one is advertised as the world's best beach club. And then the one right next to it says the world's biggest beach club. And I've never been inside, but we walked past it. But see how Lord Nrsingadev just appears. So many people see, they might wonder what is that. And then just because they think what it is, they might meet devotees. Krishna will arrange. All right. So if you have any questions, it's getting a little late for me. We just finished a program here at Nrsinga Chaturdasi. We have Nrsinga deity and initiation. Now I think it's prasadam, but a few people are still doing kirtan.
Well,
So
thank you so much.
Clean it up with a few here. Welcome, Yogamaya. Loka Devi, I like that hat. Nice. Or is it hair? I don't know. Okay. So thank you, everybody. Shriman Varaha is there. Gayatri. Dina Singha. Divya Singha. That's Lord Nrsingadev. Divya Singha. Transcendental Lion. Abby. Larry. Wow. Nita Lakshmi. Isaac Brown. Yeah. Charles. I can't see clearly. My eyes are getting tired. It's a long day. Okay. Any comments or questions?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for sharing this beautiful pastimes of Lord Nrsimhadev and Bhakta Prahlad with us. Dear devotees, if anyone may have questions, comment, realizations, please you may do so before Maharaj leaves. It appears it's been a very long day for Maharaj, so we don't want to keep him here much longer than necessary. So if you have questions, please you ask before Maharaj leaves for the day. And thank you for being here. We mean all the devotees. Maharaj, this Nrsimhadev, we understand that he appeared to protect his beloved devotee, Bhakta Prahlad. But is this form of the Lord, was this form of the Lord existent before Prahlad, before Prahlad's pastime?
Well, must have been, because the story that Prahlad in the previous life was like a bad boy or something, and he was lost in the jungle, and he came across an old broken down Nishringa temple, and he cleaned it up and everything. And then he got, you know, he got somehow addicted by that. So Nrsingadev is eternal. He must be in the Vaikuntha somewhere also.
Hmm.
But he hadn't appeared, you know, in the world like this, just like Krishna only appears. People worshiping Krishna, there's deities of Krishna before Krishna appeared himself, you know, but he only appears once in the day of Brahma. So Nrsingadev, he just appeared once. Most of the avatars only appear once, but they exist. You know, they just appear wherever they want, whenever they want.
This devotee was sharing with me His Grace Kauntiya Prabhu. He was sharing with me that there is one particular place in South India where it is said that Lord Nrsimhadev self-manifested, and the deity is still there till today, which is
Yeah,
interesting.
that's in Hovelam.
Oh,
Lord Chaitanya visited Hovelam. There's many self-manifested deities of Lord Nrsingadev, I think 9 of them.
wow.
Yeah, in different moods. You can look it up. I'm sure there's very much about it online. Ahobilam. Aobil. Ahobilam.
Hmm.
AOLV.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that, Maharaj. I think I saw His Grace Srivastava. I think his line dropped.
Lord Chaitanya visited Ahobilam.
Okay, wow.
A lot of devotees go there a lot.
Hmm.
It's supposed to be the pillars there at the top of the mountains where he broke out of the pillar. It's in Andhra Pradesh.
Hmm.
And the top couple of deities, to see them is you have to go, and you know it's not so easy. It's jungle, but it's a very, you know, special place. If you ever get to India, you can check it out. I'll just
Well,
put it in the
Maharaj,
chat.
I've heard that it was said that when the Lord Nrsimhadev appeared and all the demigods were trying to pacify the Lord, all the demigods requested Lakshmi Devi to approach the Lord, and Lakshmi Devi said no. I don't know exactly what she said, but she declined to approach Lord Nrsimhadev to pacify him, except when Bhakta Prahlad had to approach the Lord. And I was wondering, how come Mother Lakshmi, who is an eternal consort, wouldn't want to approach the Lord? Oh, it seems we lost Maharaj. Yoma, yeah, please, you may unmute and go ahead to speak.
I don't see Gurudev here, so maybe we'll wait till he comes back.
Yeah, it seems we lost Maharaj. I think the internet or something like that. Well, in fact, Maharaj had finished speaking and was inviting questions. So let's see if Maharaj can come back. We'll give him some few minutes. If he cannot come back, we may consider it a day. Let's see.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Whilst we are waiting for Maharaj,
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a question. Maybe you can clarify it for us. We have the normal, the Namaste that we normally recite. I've seen that there are other mantras, Nishrimadev, Kavacha mantra, and
Yeah.
others. I wanted to know if those ones, what period or time that we can recite those mantras, or are they for special occasions, or we can learn them and then recite just like the normal Namaste that we chant. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Stamadina Prabhu. Of course, Maharaj is not here. Maharaj would have been the best person to answer this question. But I'll attempt to say something in that regard. Srila Prabhupada encouraged devotees to pray because, as we know, prayer is one of the 9 angas of devotional service. So prayer is very, very important in our devotional life. But Srila Prabhupada also says that it is best to read the scriptures, look for a particular prayer that pure devotees, our acharyas, advanced devotees have already prayed. And then you select that particular prayer that is applicable to your situation, and then you pray like that. Because if we are to offer our own prayers, most likely it's not going to be prayer of service. It's going to be prayer of requesting for I need this, I need that, which is okay. There is nothing wrong. But higher and better than that is to recite the prayers of the previous acharyas. But Srila Prabhupada selected specific prayers and songs as the standard prayers in all ISKCON temples around the world, since he was presently with us till time indefinite. They cannot be changed. So, Namaste Narasimhaya, that is pranams, mantras we chant in the temple room, that we can also chant outside the temple room. But there are other mantras glorifying Lord Nrsimhadev, and devotees can chant those mantras also, like you were rightly referring to the Nrsimha Kavacham mantras. That one can chant also. We have some advanced devotees who have already chanted the mantra. One can listen to those mantras on the tape. One can also cleanse his mind and heart and recite those prayers whenever necessary. So we may not chant those mantras in the temple room during our normal temple room routine programs, but on our own, we can chant those mantras. That is my little understanding to your beautiful question, Master Modina Vallabha Prabhu. I hope that helps. And
Yeah, I'm okay.
you are okay. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Okay.
I don't know if Shumavara Prabhu, if you are not very busy and you would like to add a word to Prabhuji's beautiful question. I'm not sure Maharaj may be able to come back here today. So we may have to do our routine ritual by humbly requesting all the devotees to kindly unmute and we all chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra to express our appreciation to Maharaj for being here, even though under normal circumstances, Maharaj shouldn't have been here, but he adjusted the time to at least be able to be with us because it's quite late where he is at the moment. And thank Guru and Krishna, he was able to be here to speak to us. Just by seeing him, hearing him, especially on this very auspicious day, is such a great blessing. So we can thank him enough. So we are going to humbly request you all to kindly unmute and we all chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra to express our appreciation for Maharaj's presence and wisdom, and also seeking blessings and protection from Lord Nrsimhadev and Sri Bhakta Prahlad. Jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vancha kalpa taribhyascha kripa sindhibhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. All glories to His Holiness KAVICANDRA Swami Maharaj ki jai. Jai Shri Shri Nrsimhadev Chaturdasi ki jai. All glories to the Assembled Vaishnavi devotees ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.